plants are looking absolutely happy. Using the nuclear juice from nukeheads.com, some hydrocare by Botanicare. So far, this is the best stuff I've ever used for hydroponics. Bacillus, profile in your water. And this stuff right here is just a bomb for various other reasons. It's very, very stable stuff. Let me go ahead and check my pH today. So, if you've been following along from video 1 and you're all set up, first we'll take a look at some roots here. Alright, now look at that. Remember, the little clone I planted yesterday, I put in with the glass rocks yesterday, it had one tiny little root. Now look at that. That's how good the stuff works. Let's come over here. And look at that. This thing is really blowing out some roots. Absolutely, these plants are absolutely happy. And last but not least, just amazing root structure there. Just absolutely amazing. So, and then if you notice, the water is very clear. Let me try to turn on the flash on my camera, on the cell phone. Oh, look at my water. And it's not funky looking. Look at my roots; they're all pearly white. There's no funk in there. Okay, so that's why I have you set up with these nutrients. You have clear, beautiful water, clear, beautiful, pearly white roots. Let's go ahead and test the pH out. Honey, could you help me? Actually, the pH meter is in the kitchen. Let me pause the video, guys. One second, I gotta grab my pH meter. Okay, so I got my pH meter. We calibrated it yesterday. It should be good today. And I'll go ahead and open up my tank here. So now you can see why I showed you to use these tanks. Very practical. Okay, very easy to use. Very simple to move around, set up. So I'm going to test my water here. And what's going to happen is, in the first week, or the first few days, your water is going to fluctuate a little bit in pH, because the pH up and down that we used in here, it was a little bit more concentrated when you were first measuring. But then, these chemicals break down, they have little reactions and so forth. But 6.3, we're not between 5.5 and 6.2. So we're not at the optimized pH region for a plant to synthesize nutrition. We're going to need to put a little bit of pH down in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and pause the video. Okay, so I got a little cap here. And if you remember, the pH down, it can be pretty powerful stuff. So I'm just going to put a couple of drops in there. I'm going to let that pour the rest back into the container. Now, you might want to leave the cap off because you're messing around. Big mistake. I've spilt the crap so many times doing that. I've learned just to follow the simple protocol. Put the cap back on. So I'm going to go ahead and take another pH measurement here. And we're at 5.9. Waiting for it to spread out a little bit more. I think it's going to stabilize right there. All right, 5.8, magic number. Okay, that's great. And I'm pretty sure it's going to freeze right at 5.8. So, not to save time on video, all I'm going to do is check this tub and check this tub's pH and use pH up or down according to whatever is needed to get the water between 5.5 and 6.2 and a target of 5.8. So I hope that helps you. I'll keep you updated. These plants are growing so fast though, I'm probably going to have to flip them 12-12 here very soon, because it may not look like much. A plant that's only about a hand length in height. So we're looking at maybe like 3.5, well, I would say maybe 4 inches, working on 5 inches. At about 5 to 6 inches in hydroponics, she can reach these nuke heads from nukeheads.com. This strain can easily jump up there to close to 3 feet sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and start flipping it 12-12. Probably Probably about 3 or 4 more days. I'm going to give it a few more days, because what you're going to see with hydroponics is they will outrace any soil growth that you got going on side by side. They'll just blow past it with root network. Usually they'll throw a huge root network out, then they'll just blow up topside. So I know this strain, and I know that if I let her get 8 inches tall and then flip her, she'll outgrow this room. So since I have 3 of them in here in this, 2 by 4 foot space here, running off of a 600 watt LED, that I need to be flipping this plant within the next 4 or 5 days. Yet, just to give you perspective, I just planted this thing, in a rapid rooter cube. It rooted out. I stuck it in hydro for 1 week, and it blew up. It blew way past all my soil seedlings, with a much greater root network. So over here is a clone, and it's already, as you've seen, it's already shooting out roots. It's a lot of fun growing hydroponics, guys. So if you killed a bunch of plants in the past and you almost got burned out of ever attempting hydroponics, try the 2 things I showed you, and I think that'll turn you around, and it'll make you love hydroponics. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Please subscribe, because I do lots of videos on various products, and you won't get those updates unless you subscribe. So thank you for your time, and check back.